Top of the Bottom podcast. Today is a very special episode because we have local degenerate and my brother Nehemiah. Nehemiah, welcome to the show.
Man? I'm glad to be here. It's amazing. I've been a fan of the show for such a long time. On all the comment section, especially with Jay right here, always asking him like, when are you gonna take off your shirt? When are you gonna do this?
I've been the guy who harasses me.
I am such a big fan of the show.
Bro,
I got a little surprise for him. Hold this.
Oh really? Oh snap!
How much I love the show with you.
What the fuck is that? Oh no! That's funny. How'd you do that?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
No. That's horrible. Who is that? Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm not taking off my shirt anymore.
Our love will never die.
Okay, man. Oof. I did not expect that.
We should make that the TOTV PFP. Yeah, we'll replace the logo.
Man.
We'll put that picture right there.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
The lengths I had to go to try and get this right was pretty hard. It took about 2 weeks to get here.
Oh wow.
And then this is actually of do you remember this photo?
I don't. What photo is
it's from your Facebook.
I don't have Facebook.
It's when oh no, it's from Nicole's Facebook.
Oh wow.
And I photoshopped her
Is
out.
that her? Oh no.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be her, but it's you in your skank uniform. Oh man. I do. I know which picture it is.
You tell me you look like you've been sucking dick for years and it's finally caught on to you.
Oh man, dude. Don't ruin that photo for me.
Yeah, there's treachery on the show because I helped it. I did the photoshopping. I put his face right
wow,
there.
dude. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I want to make sure your love is known on the show forever
feel
now.
I was gonna get 2 shirts, but I decided me having it would be better than giving it.
It looks nice though.
Imagine if we all had one. We all just put one on.
That would have been actually funnier if we would have both be wearing it. And we're like,
no.
hello.
It just pop up like that. Oh man.
We take the same photo and we put me on the other side. I just stretch the photo out so it looks like there's like we're still in the same background. You know, now we're on both your sides. You know.
Yeah.
But I don't have a photo as terrible as that. I gotta be honest. That's a pretty terrible photo right there.
Why do you look like that?
That's what he does on the weekend.
It's after a night out at Hamburger Mary's in Hollywood. Want to go to Hamburger Mary's?
What is Hamburger Mary's?
We can go find out.
Oh,
we'll take a camera. We'll take a camera with us.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Oh, yeah.
They love it. Try to tell me.
Oh man, awesome surprise.
It's an awesome surprise. And I've got another surprise for everybody. We have some lunchly here. Now, why do we have lunchly here? Well, if you were paying any attention to the thumbnail, then you see that this video is going to be about MrBeast. That's right. So over the past year, we never know that our boy Jimmy Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, MrBeastable, as I like to call him, due to his feastable brand, has been in a lot of controversy, and it doesn't stop. So even recently, as a few days ago, he entered controversy once again. So I decided if we're going to talk about MrBeast, it would be appropriate if we tried his food for the first time while we criticize him or adjudicate him of his crimes, right? Jay?
Right, definitely. Let's see.
So it's a competitor to Lunchables, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you guys grab a box and open up and tell me what you think? Hopefully there's no mold in it. You know, we've seen some videos in TikTok that there's some moldy cheese on there. It had some drip.
If any of us die, do we get paid for our pain and suffering?
Well, I mean, the people who are part of the show will get it, but the person who's left us and transitioned probably not.
Let's see.
I don't even know which one.
Fiesta nachos.
I'll try this one.
Nacho chips with queso blanco and salsa.
All right, so if you guys get those, I'm gonna get the pizza one.
Pizza. Cool.
And then we'll all have a separate flavor. So I'm gonna show it the camera here.
So those are kind of like the Lunchable ones, right? Those are the same, nearly the same things that they have.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that and show how I'm a sellout. You know, the Lunchly. All right. So you got some. Jay, what do you have?
I got the nachos. These all come with the prime, right?
Yep, a prime and a
These all come
feastable.
with prime.
Is this already
Check out.
mixed, or do you have to mix it?
Oh, the primes
Strawberry
are already
banana?
mixed. It's just like a
Oh.
hydration.
Oh, so
Yeah.
It's not their energy drink version. It's their hydration version. So it's like a Gatorade.
Check this out. Nice and pink. They match, right?
Oh, nice. Hey, I like that color correction.
What did you
Or the
get?
Color. All right.
Coordinating, yeah.
Matt, go ahead.
I got a strawberry one. It's a strawberry color looking. Leave no crumbs.
What is it? Nachos or? What
It's turkey.
Turkey,
Like the
okay.
regular turkey cheddar,
The
Mhm.
cookies.
American.
Okay.
Okay, and you got the
I
pizza.
got the pizza. Right there we go.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see what this is like. I'm gonna put this laptop here for real quick,
Should I just put this down?
and then
What is
the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to chase it? I'll hold it for you. All right.
I'm guessing it's the cheese and tomato sauce.
Here's my glue. Wait,
Okay.
some prime here. Some cherry freeze. Oh, I actually
Check that
like
out.
these in the Gatorade version, so we'll see
It's
if
pretty
I like
cold.
the prime version.
No mold, yeah.
Comes in a little candy bar.
Yeah, that's it's all MrBeast and Logan Paul infused.
Let's see. First try of this cheese doesn't.
Let's see.
The turkey seems a little thinner than the Lunchables.
Does it now? What do you think, Jay? What's your first impression?
It's kind of bland, honestly. It's a little bland, yeah. Could be a little more flavor to it. Cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese this is. Has some chunks in it.
The cracker is very dry.
Yeah, show it. Take some of
Let
your.
me see. Ooh, sorry, my prime. I'll get close up.
Yeah, please do.
Check this out. We got the tomato sauce, cheese with some chunks, and then your feastables chocolate, and you get your little tortilla chips circulated. Awesome, thank you. They're alright.
All
You tried yours already?
It's-
good.
It's not that bad. Lunchables taste way better. The turkey's a little thin and doesn't really taste that good. The cracker's the worst part. It just feels dry and dusty.
All right, they gave me 3 pieces of dough for the pizza, so I've got to make
Mhm.
this work. How many
Weird.
slices of pepperoni do I got? 1. I got about 10. Okay, so I got to divide 10 by 3,
pepperoni. Mm-hmm.
and I got a
I
feastables.
mean, it is for kids, right?
Got the milk crunch.
Not too bad. You want to try this one?
We all try a part of it.
Let's see. Gotta make the cookie. Gotta add the turkey and cheese. You do one on top or just like this?
I like to double it up. I like to do
Double it?
double decker. Yeah.
I just go like that. Just simple.
I like to double it up too. I switch it up, but I double it up sometimes. Let's see how this is.
If there's anyone I feel I would get sick by, I feel like it would be this one.
How are kids supposed to open this up? I can't even open this up. I'm a grown
You're
man.
right. Oh shit. My bad. It's
I
a little
can-
bland for sure.
This one's not that bad actually. The sauce is really good.
You like that one?
Have you tried your prime yet,
okay.
Jay?
Uh-uh.
How's your prime taste?
I'm gonna try that one Jay's trying.
Yeah, go ahead, try it. Yeah.
That was interesting.
Here's Ong, our cameraman and producer
Doing a
today.
great job. He's gonna try
Audio,
it.
he's
Wait, this is the only dough they give you? Like they only give you like 3 sets?
Wow, you're right. Well,
Really? Is it less?
this was $4, by the way, just so you guys
Each?
know. Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
mine's
wow.
almost still better.
You guys got like something sharp so I can cut this open.
What is that?
It's the sauce.
I
Look at it
lost.
for you.
Oh, they
My
give you
knife.
chocolate too.
I use brute force. Oh yeah. The sauce.
Well, I tried prime before.
You
Let me
know
try
what?
this cherry freeze real quick.
I'm afraid if I open it, I use brute force, so it's gonna spill everywhere.
You don't have like your keys on you, so you just cut a piece.
Keys, maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I left my keys in a bag somewhere.
That one's actually way better than the turkey one.
Let's see if I get metal poisoning.
Let's see. Let us know your feedback on.
What do you think, Ong?
What do you think?
Okay, the cherry freeze prime is not that bad. It tastes kind of like the Gatorade cherry glacier. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
But
My car key.
it's not as good. Yeah, the
Easy put in my
prime
car
always
key.
has this weird sweet aftertaste at the end of it because I've tried
Mhm.
the Lakers one, I've tried that one,
Yeah.
and I think I've tried yours as well because I really wanted to give it a shot. It never really hits for me. You know, that's always been my honest opinion of it. But let's see.
These don't have any caffeine, right? These are for kids.
Yeah, it's just hydration.
Okay. Strawberry banana. Let's see.
Well, wasn't there something about it has too much electrolytes that it was giving people diarrhea or something?
I think that was a claim that was made, but
That they were getting too overhydrated and they were experiencing like diarrhea or whatever. I don't know.
I know like that was like a claim by a lot of people on the internet. I just don't know if it was true, right? Because like it was Logan Paul after all, so I know how much people really hate that guy.
Yeah.
I remember Christian tried it and he said, I couldn't stop shitting, man.
So we have an anecdote, a personal
Yeah.
anecdote from someone we know,
Yeah,
someone who's been affected by the Logan Paul.
Damn.
yeah, he tried the big bottle of this and he was like, oh, it's delicious. But then I finished it and I went home and I couldn't stop shitting. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, really?
He said it just kept going.
Damn. I've actually tried Prime before, just the bottle by itself, the bigger ones.
I've been afraid to try it
I
since
didn't know
that
they
day.
had different ones. I didn't know they had like the caffeinated ones and the regular ones. I thought it was just regular ones.
I've actually never had the pizza Lunchables.
Really?
No,
Me either.
The turkey was okay.
it's alright.
It was okay.
The turkey was okay. It's nothing special.
You think you had Lunchables before, right?
I like them.
Are those better, would you say?
I think it's on par the same.
Oh, it's on par, you think so?
Honestly, I feel like they use the same process.
They look kind of the same, right?
Yeah, it looks kind of the same. Tastes kind of the same. Maybe it's been a little while that I Lunchable, but I feel like it's just nothing special.
Nothing
Like,
special.
I don't think you can go wrong with getting Lunchable as well.
Right. So either would be okay.
Yeah, but I do prefer Capri Sun though.
Oh. Okay.
Lunchables
yeah.
doesn't
The
look
Prime is sweet. I know that.
It is pretty
Prime is
sweet.
really sweet.
The strawberry banana is sweet.
This is
It's
very
pretty
sweet.
good.
Yeah, it is.
It's good. I mean, I get it for kids. You know,
What is
kids
that
will
one?
definitely
The
like
one
it.
that thing
The nachos?
The nachos one. The one.
Yeah, you want to try nachos?
Yeah.
Try
I want
it,
to
man.
compare it to it.
Yeah, of course.
They give you a lot of these like nachos.
Yeah.
But they don't give you much of that biscuits with this. They have turkeys left in it, but you have nothing.
Yeah, you ran out of cookies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
There's two
Nachos
left. You guys
is
each want one?
Yeah.
How do you do? How do you do it? You just
You just
Honestly,
oh, it's
This
gonna
is
be
way
like
better.
you're making a pizza.
You like that one a
I
lot?
like this is like the better snacks for me.
Oh, really?
put some
You
on
like
there.
the cheese sauce? Okay, if we got some on your shirt.
Cheese is not bad,
Cheese not bad.
but I think the tomatoes.
want some cheese.
Tomatoes
Pretty good.
I have to
Pretty
go for the
good.
full thing.
Okay. Now we're gonna have a little bit of the
The
pizza.
pizza tastes really. I actually really like the pizza one.
Really?
It's pretty good. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
You guys try the chocolate? Yeah, or no?
Yeah, let's try the chocolate. I'm gonna move on to my candy.
You have one.
Oh,
Here,
let's
Jay, you want
see.
the last dough?
Yeah,
Try it
I'll
out.
do it. Let me see.
Now
I'll try.
nachos pretty good. I will buy that.
You would buy the nachos?
Nachos.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like the nachos. So I guess
Everybody's liking the
is gonna-
nachos.
is gonna
Everybody seems
bet
to like the
right now.
nachos. All right, and this is a Feastables bar. I've also never tried these, but I think it's appropriate that we review these because not only are we going to talk about these guys, but we're also on YouTube. So we got to see if we have to support these people if their products are even good.
Yeah.
You know?
So far, I mean, they've been pretty alright. You know,
Feastables are
definitely no more.
The pizza's pretty good. Not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Let's see. First bite of this.
It's super chunky. Just look at the girth in that thing.
Okay.
You gotta show it on the camera.
Look at that.
Get close, baby boy.
You want that one? Oh, showing the
Okay.
close-up one here.
Not bad. They definitely nailed that tomato sauce, yo.
Yeah, the tomato sauce.
Tomato
Yeah.
sauce is good.
The tomato sauce is the best. The pepperoni's not that bad either. Pepperoni has some
Yeah.
flavor to it.
It really isn't. I think maybe definitely the pizza and the nachos are way better than the cookies and the turkey.
It's probably because, Lunchables uses Ritz.
Oh, do they?
They use Ritz crackers
Oh, wow.
and Kraft cheese and Oscar Mayer turkey. So they've got all the name brands.
It's a whole collaboration.
Whereas Lunchly has to find the next biggest competitor, right?
Right.
So, props to them for trying. Props to Jimmy and Logan for trying. I don't believe in Monopoly, so I like that they're trying to beat it, but, it's hard to like Logan Paul. It's really hard to like him.
It comes down to the person now.
Exactly. It's really hard to
Okay.
like him or anything he says. What's your candy? What you got right there?
Milk chocolate.
The milk chocolate. Okay, I have the milk chocolate crunch. So
Nice.
this is like the basic milk chocolate. What was your candy?
I don't know. It was not here.
They didn't give you a candy?
It came with one. I don't know where it's at though. I lost it.
Oh, did he
What is
move?
it, that one?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. Anyways, he's got a little mixed around.
Oh, this was Nehemiah's.
Oh, is
That
it?
was-
Oh,
he-
we got
he
each
ate your
other's.
candy.
No worries. Thank you, thank you.
This is the same though,
Is
milk chocolate.
the same one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well.
What's your review on that? I'll share a bit with Mr. Ong.
All right.
The chocolate tastes like that Dollar Tree Advent calendar chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
So it tastes kind of
Oh, yeah.
dusty.
I'll wait for
Nachos
the,
for the
the
win.
feastable bar, that large bar.
Oh, yeah.
Which one do you want to try of the four large bars?
Mm-hmm.
I
There's
don't
three.
know, what flavor do they have? So,
Which one did you try? We got the white chocolate here. Which one was yours?
Oh, you got white chocolate?
I also got white chocolate, yeah.
Mine was milk chocolate crunch.
How's that?
It tastes like a crunch bar. It tastes like exactly like a crunch bar, so there wasn't
Okay.
really a difference. I actually really liked it. And then right here for these the big bars, I think there's cookies and cream. There's almond and I think peanut butter chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
of those flavors, which one would you like to try?
say it again, peanut butter.
Peanut butter, almond, and cookies and cream.
Ooh, cookies and cream might be sweet, but I want to start with that one first. to
That
see.
sounds
yeah.
good.
All right, you guys want to get me one? It's like right in the front. Yeah, just take it out from there. I want to try. That's the one I want to try too. I like the Hershey's cookies and cream. So let's see.
Show it to the camera real quick.
I really like the
Let's
setup.
check this out.
It's set up very nicely.
It's right here, and then on my close
Okay.
up. That way I can post this and say I'm a sellout.
Oh.
Snack, scan, and win. They've already got
There
their
you go.
contests.
Tag Jimmy on Twitter when you post a good thing.
Definitely.
probably
yeah, you should.
Yeah, Jimmy's still running his scams right here. Scan and win. Always running his scams. Okay, let's
Ooh.
let's try out the MrBeast Feastables cookies and cream. I went to
Okay.
Target to find this stuff. They have all of his stuff. That's
Really?
where I found all of these.
On Target, you can get it. Okay, so let's start with you, Jordan. What did you think about the cookies, the regular cookies sandwich?
Oh, the you
Yeah.
mean the
Out of 10, man. Out of 10.
for his the chocolate? I mean the regular, the turkey. I actually
Yeah.
didn't get to try that one. I don't know if you guys finished it.
The turkey stacks.
I didn't try it.
Oh no,
I think you guys
we
ate
did.
It.
Yeah.
It sounds like it was really popular. You guys say you didn't like it, but you finished it.
We just really needed to like taste it in all its essence, you know.
We just needed that protein.
You
And
need
that
you need
too, anything for the
multiple
protein.
samples. I get it. I understand.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
there's
yeah.
another box we can crack it open later.
There you go. Okay, what do you? Okay.
So,
What do
I-
you think about that one?
I'm gonna assume it's a 10 out of 10 because it's MrBeast.
The turkey and cracker cheese one.
Yeah.
I think that was the worst one out of these ones. The cheese was bland. The cracker was definitely dry. It was
Yeah.
really dry. It made my mouth all like dusty, and the turkey was so thin. Everything with me is just dusty. Everything tastes dusty.
Everything's
I
dusty.
taste dusty and I smell constantly.
Read the nutrition facts.
Oh,
Oh,
read
that's
the
right.
nutrition facts. So let's get
For
one
the
of the
cracker one?
boxes. Yeah.
let's see. Get that one.
Let's see. What is this? What is Jimmy doing to us?
Let's see.
Jimmy Beast.
It's actually, he claimed that it's actually a lot more healthier ingredient he uses.
That's right.
The turkey stackums. Let's see. It has
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing. So while you guys are like looking at that and still testing it out, Jimmy claims that the reason why some of those cheeses got mold on them when they were delivered is because they use fresh organic cheese, which in Lunchables they use processed cheese, so it can last for a long period of time. Whereas when they come off the truck for Lunchly, there's only a certain time period where it will be good. So he's saying, because it's organic and because it's fresh, it's a lot healthier.
does have a lot of vitamins for vitamin A, 30%, 270 milligrams. Vitamin B2, 2.5 milligrams. B12, 2.9 milligrams. Vitamin E, 4.5 milligrams. Potassium, 480. I don't know if that's good enough. I don't take vitamins, nor do I.
I think that's from
see.
this from the Prime, because the Prime has all those things. There's water, citric acid.
So it's only the prime that's good for you. The rest is the rest will give you mold, but the prime will rehydrate you from that diarrhea.
The Prime will cure you of the mold poisoning.
Trying to look up the Lunchable.
Oh, it's side by
nutrition.
side.
Yeah, just so I can compare it to basically the same one like the pizza.
It does say real cheese on here, so he is
He's not lying about that. Yeah, because like how they used the craft processed cheese in Lunchables, which is why he says that when by the time it got to the stores, that was like one of the first batches they made. It didn't last. It did not.
sometimes it does say
Okay.
processed, right? Here it doesn't say processed; it says pasteurized.
So
And
I
then-
got these. I got the nutritional facts for the pizza one, the Lunchables, and the Lunchly one. So Comparing these two, calorie wise, it's one serving per pack. It's not too much different. So as you can see, you got a Lunchly at 360 calories, Lunchables at 330. Definitely has more total fats. Has more fats. Has less carbs. So I guess they kind of have like On said, they're kind of like par to each other. It's not really that one might be healthier than the other. They're kind of the same. But yeah, overall, I'd say they're pretty much the same.
The difference is like smoking a cigarette or smoking a cigar.
Yeah. So which would be the cigar?
Okay, so your score was, what was yours for the crackers?
Out of 10?
Out of 10, right?
4.
4, okay. And Jay, what
And
was
then
your
that
score?
gets a 0. That is pure shit. That tastes
Oh
awful.
my god.
You tried this one?
No, let's try this one.
Try it. I give the
Strawberry
crackers
banana.
like a 6, I'd say.
6, okay.
Yeah, 6.
And I also didn't try the nachos, so I think you guys finished that one as well, which was very
Oh
popular.
damn. Oh,
This looks like
Mr.
that
On
Kobe
has it.
Bryant
Oh, yeah, you did.
drink.
Wanna try 'em still?
This looks like that Kobe Bryant drink.
Oh, the Under Armour? No, body armor.
Okay,
Yes,
the
the butter.
nachos one, I'll give that one like a 7 or
Thanks,
8
sir.
out of 10.
7 to 8 out of 10.
Yeah. What about you, On? What'd you give that? The nachos one. That was the better one out of the 3.
Probably like 7,
A 7.
8, high on 7.
Okay, high 7.
That's
or
pretty
8.
good. I
Yeah.
think tomato sauce are really carrying a lot too.
The tomato, right?
Let me try yours.
Hey, tomato sauce is carrying Lunchly.
Oh,
It does have a lot of sugar though.
the pizza.
yeah,
the pizza
definitely.
one definitely I would say is like a 7, but the nacho one, say like an 8, 8.5.
Yeah.
Nacho
I
was.
would give it a bigger one. I don't feel too sure about the cheese. That's just me. But it
Oh,
was pretty good, definitely.
is that the cheese that
The
Sugar.
yeah,
Flop
that's the
thingy?
cheese.
Sugar.
looks like?
Yeah, the cheese wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good. Yeah.
I think you guys are right. This one's really good.
All the
yeah.
drinks
I'll
are
give it a 9.
terrible.
I'm going to give it a 9.
Yeah.
I can compromise and go for an 8.
Yeah.
But eight
give
is
it a
good.
Solid 8 for the
And,
nachos.
The pizza, since I also did try one, that was mine that I picked.
Mm-hmm.
It was all right. I never tried the Lunchables, so I can't really compare it.
Yeah.
But I would say it's then the tomato sauce was really good. The cheese was really good. You can actually taste the mozzarella. It tastes different than the cheeses
Mhm.
that you can taste. I've tried the pizza lunch makers. The really off-brand when they sell at the dollar store.
Yeah.
The lunch makers. Those I've tried.
For like $1.25, right?
Yeah.
At the deli
Oh, yeah.
section.
The deli section of like the Dollar Tree in the back in the freezers.
Yeah.
It's like on the floor. Those lunch makers. I've tried that one and compared to that is definitely much better. So this pizza one,
Okay.
I give it a 7. Give it a 7.
Okay.
Not bad.
I would have to agree too. Again, the tomato sauce is pretty good. The pepperoni was not bad at all, and the cheese is good on that one.
And this prime, where's my prime?
What's
Okay,
the-
right there. The prime here, the cherry freeze. That one's probably the one of the better primes I've tasted.
Yeah. Did you try this one, the banana strawberry?
I've not actually.
It's actually pretty good.
Let me taste that.
I actually like that one over all of them. I've tried other primes. I don't know what flavors they are. I can tell you by color, like the blue one, the yellow one, and that one is actually the better one that I've tried. I don't know if I've had it with or without caffeine.
It's
That
pretty
wouldn't matter.
It's pretty good, but I still like the cherry freeze more. Yeah. So of the 3, that one I never liked. I tried that one before.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked it. So that one's dead last. But the cherry freeze is up there, and that's probably because that's my favorite Gatorade flavor. So
Okay.
it just the taste stays exactly the same. It's just a little sweeter.
You like that Gatorade that's like the light blue kind of?
No, it's the white one.
Oh, that stuff tastes like
one.
what is it? Pine Sol.
No, it doesn't.
Like
It tastes
Pine Sol?
awful. Yeah.
Really?
Like those light blue ones, they taste like floor cleaner to me.
I don't drink Gatorade.
I don't
I drink
none
more
of
like
those.
Powerade.
But Powerade is more like a soda because it has like that high fructose. That's it.
Yeah.
It tastes better.
I like
think it's good.
the cool blue. I like the glacier freeze, and I like the cherry frost.
Not
So
bad.
you actually like all
Keep
these?
drinking
I don't. That one's fine. I don't like that one, but the cherry freeze is really good.
The
Ice pop.
the ice pop is
Let me try it again.
I would say is the worst. That's the least worst, and that's the second worst. Banana.
I really like this one, man. Let's see. On this
Yeah,
one,
this one is way too sweet. I mean,
this is
I
5
I
calories.
finished it. It's not bad,
What the heck?
but I don't buy it.
5
because it
calories,
tastes too
really?
sweet.
Yeah, this is 5 calories, 5 milligrams of sodium, and 2 grams of carbs. It's not that bad. Not that bad, really. Gluten free, caffeine free.
And now let's try this one because I know Ong was waiting for this one, this candy right here.
Mhm.
So we'll try the Feastables cookies and cream first. So here's a
Ooh,
bar you guys can break apart pieces of. Okay,
thank you very much.
here you go. Here you go, Ong. Here's your
Okay,
piece.
I'll wait up. There you
What
go.
is this one?
This is the cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
It brings me back to when we used to have those cookies and cream Hershey's.
Reminds me of
Yeah.
know,
yes,
yeah,
exactly,
you get them at the-
exactly like that.
And like, like Commerce, those little
Where's your
stores.
chocolate?
It's pretty good. It's not bad.
Honestly, this has a similar taste to the Hershey's one.
It really does.
It reminds me of the Hershey, yeah.
It tastes like all the Mars candy. All the Mars chocolate.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
He would tell you it's made with child-free labor.
It's not bad. I never liked cookies and cream, but it's all right. They are lighter on the cookie part compared to like
Very light.
Hershey's.
It's not as sweet,
Yeah,
which I actually like better. I actually like it a lot better.
it's really smooth.
The vanilla isn't as overbearing too as
Exactly.
Hershey's. Hershey's, it just feels like it's all coating your mouth like
Oh yeah.
like wax. It's really thick. Here it's actually not bad for cookies and
like it.
cookies and cream ice cream bar, candy bar.
Yeah, he uses Tony's famous chocolate, and I think they produce it with organic materials as well.
Oh.
I actually like it a lot.
I do too. Feastables is not bad at all. I've heard people saying it's terrible. It's such a
Right.
terrible chocolate. It pales in comparison to Hershey's. I've heard other people say it tastes exactly like Hershey's, and I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I do
It
too.
tastes a lot more like any Mars bar or any Mars candy, anything from the mainstream ones. It tastes exactly the same. It's just more expensive because it's got the Beast logo on it.
How much were these chocolate bars each?
$2.19.
Okay,
That's
not
not
bad.
that's a bad.
$2.19.
Hershey's is like around the same thing too.
But the Hershey's usually have like their sales, right? Let's say if you buy 2, you get them for $1.
Oh, like at Ralph's, you buy one get one free.
Yeah, whereas these,
Those things are like scams too. When you say like buy one get one free,
oh yeah,
because they'll say like the Lays are 2 for $5.
and it's $2.50.
Yeah, 2 for $5, $2.50. You get 2 bags, and then another day it'll be like buy one at $4 or $5, get the second one free. It's the exact same thing. The 2 for
Yeah.
$5.
Oh yeah.
It's you're just being.
If you don't notice it,
Yeah.
you just think, oh, I'm getting this for free.
It's the same price if you were to buy 2.
They also do these sales because they can. They're selling the products for a lot more than they cost to make, so they can make more profit. So they want to incentivize people to buy the products if they make themselves less money. So they're not losing any kind of money when they make a sale.
Yeah,
They're just making less than they actually could.
yeah. They always have a large profit margin going on.
Did you ever see that clip of Donald Trump when he's at the rally? He's like, "Oh, you should see these shampoo bottles. They make them for 29 cents. He goes, they make them for like 15 cents, and they sell them for $30. Oh, they make good profit. They make such great profit."
Oh yeah, and it's crazy because all these shampoo bottles are owned by like the same company.
Yeah. It's
It's
a
like-
monopoly everywhere.
I haven't heard him
there's
say
no
that.
competition.
No?
No.
I guess he's the common man, right? He talks about plumbing. He talks about showers. He says a shower, the water just dribbles out like nothing's coming out. And he talks about shampoo bottles and how much it costs.
And Teslas.
And Teslers, that's right. Yeah, I love Tesla.
Tesla, everybody.
But let's actually talk about the subject of today's video of this
That's right.
mid food. I mean, the Feastables was good. The lunchies you could do without without. But I appreciate that they're competing against Kraft, right? I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But so, what do you guys remember from the MrBeast scandals of last year?
MrBeast scandal. It all has to do with the Beast games.
The Beast games.
The Beast games.
That's probably his biggest headache.
I bet. And partnered alongside with Amazon, right?
That's right.
So his lawsuit. Amazon is also a part of this lawsuit, right?
Yes, because they were the producers of it.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be named in it regardless.
Mhm.
And
so basically, it was a lot of like what was it?
I've got the list right
what was
here.
it? Oh, you have a list.
I have
That's right, he has
7
the list.
infractions from MrBeast.
7 so far.
Yeah, 7 so far. Well, there's a lot of the information, the new stuff I got here
Mm-hmm.
was from a YouTuber called Gamer from Mars. He made a 4-hour video that I watched of MrBeast of all his crimes against the internet, and
Allegedly.
allegedly. Well,
Yeah.
these are internet crimes, so not real crimes. They're just crimes that the internet says are bad, and he's committed over 100 of them. He's like a serial offender, and when it comes to that, I only picked out the most, I would say, egregious crimes, which were the
Mhm.
ones of last year, because the other ones he just kind of said stuff on Twitter, or he kind of brushed people's criticisms of himself off. But these
Right.
ones are more egregious. And the one you're describing is a class action lawsuit by a group of contestants
Mm-hmm.
for the Beast Games, which was the highest jackpot of any show in the history of game shows, $5 million. And what they're accusing him of is poor working conditions,
Mm-hmm.
sexual assault, and they mishandled people's medication, because when they got there, they said, you have to give us your medication and we'll handle it for you while you do the things. But while people were dying and they needed their meds, the producers kind of lost it. They lost the medication,
Oh, wow.
and they didn't know where it was. And women didn't have any sanitary hygiene products for their periods, so they had to wear like old panties and use tampons for days on end,
Oh,
which some of them got like yeast infections.
Ooh,
So
that doesn't sound good.
that's why he's being sued. And he had a 2-hour sit-down interview with another YouTuber named Oompaville, who he's not the strongest like debater or journalist. He's just kind of a guy who laughs at stuff on the internet. So that's probably why MrBeast chose him. But he sat down and he talked about all of these things. He could not talk about the Beast Games, though, because he's being sued for it. So that's the only thing
Right.
he could not address. But he let us know that there was points in which the production failed. Do you know anything about these controversies from MrBeast from last year? Anything you heard about it?
About the Beast Games in particular?
Beast Games or any? Maybe, what's the worst thing you've heard about Jimmy?
His friend turned into a woman and abandoned his family. So
That's one way to
Right, that's,
phrase it.
that's the only thing I remember.
What is it, Chris?
Ava Kris
Chris
Tyson.
Chan?
Ava Kris
Oh.
Ava Kris,
Tyson.
no, Chris Chan is a whole.
Oh
other
yeah.
That's yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Jesus
That's so
Christ
good.
Prime right there.
Chris Chan.
Kick him again, honey.
What is it?
Punch him again.
Sonichu.
I'll punch him again.
Yeah,
Sonichu,
Chris,
that's something
Kristen,
else.
Weston, Chandler, Sonichu, Jesus Christ Prime is their full legal name now.
Wow. Very
And
creative.
I had a hard time just taking off 2 letters from my name. And the judges said, fuck it. I'll sign off on that.
Yeah, I mean, well, they also didn't charge him for his incest, so
Ooh.
Virginia's a wild place. Virginia is a wild
Virginia.
state. But Ava Kris
Yeah.
Tyson, Ava Kris Tyson had began their transition like a few years ago, and that
Mhm.
kind of drove the right wingers wild. But they claimed that they abandoned their family, but they're still together with their family. They're just not married to their wife anymore. But I thought you were gonna address the fact that Ava's a bit of a degenerate on
Yeah.
Discord, especially when it comes to minors, like sharing sex jokes.
Oh, all that stuff with like some other guy that was like art and whatever,
Oh,
right?
Shadman,
Sharing
dude,
art
Shadman.
of his MrBeast's daughter or someone's daughter.
Yeah, that was
nude?
Keemstar.
Oh, Keemstar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we talked about a few months ago in last year's
We did.
part of the show. We talked about Shadman and Ava Kris Tyson and how she's a degenerate and she deserves the criticism we're gonna give her. But the fact that Dr. Disrespect's friend Nick Merckx at the time wasn't criticizing Dr. Disrespect with as much fever as he was Kris Tyson. Well, now that's changed, and I think we talked about it the last episode too, in our anniversary episode.
Oh yeah.
So you remember that one? Because Shadman was quite the degenerate, which we should
Yeah.
talk more about Shadman because there was his own like Epstein files type thing on YouTubers. I don't know if you saw that happen.
I saw a video, someone explaining it while playing Minecraft.
That's usually how commentary
Yeah.
videos are now.
That's how I got my rundown.
It used to be the CS:GO footage with Leafy.
Oh,
That's right.
I hate that.
The
It's
surfing
the one with
footage.
with the knife and the fucking like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's
surfing
it's
footage.
terrible.
That's terrible.
It's awful.
That was the golden age of YouTube. YouTube commentary with emo hair people. The one I paid attention to MrBeast for a long time, just because how can you not? Like he's the biggest YouTuber in the world now. You know he holds the record. He beat T-Series and he has the most YouTuber subscribers of all time.
Really? What is it now?
I think
I don't
it's
keep up with it.
I think it's 300 million.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Damn, I
he had-
remember when it was a race between PewDiePie and T Series.
Yeah, that was for 100 million. That was
Oh
for
yeah, that's
nope.
crazy. 300 million now.
And now he's at, I think it's 300 million or 350 million.
That's crazy.
So I remember him from the whole subscribe to PewDiePie joke that he did at the Super Bowl to get people to subscribe to PewDiePie. That was when he was facing off against T Series. But people would always make these claims that he was weird or sketchy because how can a guy just spend all this money and do all these crazy things and not like have to do taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so in that video that from Gamer from Mars, he kind of goes into depth of all the crazy things he's done. One of the most funniest ones that I think that I kind of want to start off with first is his hide and go seek video. So he did a video at SoFi Stadium where he got 10 creators, including Matt Pat, Logan Paul, Rosanna Paisano, and he had them all go play hide and seek at SoFi Stadium. Now, the way the video came out, we saw that the finalists were a creator named Zach King, Larray, and Logan Paul, with Zach King winning. But that was the way it was edited. Rosanna Paisano came out, and she accused Logan Paul of taking her victory away because she finished in the top 3. So she says her finalist before the editing was Zach King, who won the tournament, herself, and a streamer / YouTuber named Quackity, who streams Minecraft. But in the edit, because Larray fell asleep, the way they edited it made it seem like he finished second because they didn't want to show him fall asleep so early on in the competition, so they wanted to make it a little more intense. So they took some of the edited parts of where he's actually competing and they made it last longer into the video. So it doesn't seem like somebody who should have been disqualified early on wasn't disqualified at all. And Jimmy said, that wasn't the case and that was when people still defended Jimmy. They thought she was crazy, a crazy person, because she's like, oh, he edited out a woman because he didn't want a woman being in the top 3 against these big male creators. Until now. Now all this stuff that happened with Dogpack. Remember, I don't know if you saw those videos that I sent you.
Yeah. After he came out, what was it? When he came out, he wasn't working with him after that, right? How long has it been? Like a year after that?
It was about
Something
a year
like
after that.
that?
He had
Yeah.
worked in ideation with Jimmy for about 3 months, and he had gotten fired.
Yeah.
And after those videos dropped out, other videos people made on MrBeast that he stole their ideas, like Ty Orr, he made. I don't know if you had seen this video. This was pretty popular, but he had wrote an idea for Jimmy when he was working in ideation that was to turn a video game into kind of like make a video game into real life. He had floating platforms, kind of like American Ninja Warrior, and he wanted people to jump across it. He gave that idea to Jimmy. Like a month later, Jimmy fired him, and then a year later, they made that same video.
Oh wow.
I have not heard that. I only know that even though I'm barely learning a lot of stuff about him, this is kind of a lot of things that game shows already do. Like, they already edit and they already have that guy that's been eliminated or whatever waiting in the wings. Survivor and many other shows. What's that other show where you run around like
The Amazing Race?
Yeah, The Amazing Race.
Amazing
Stuff like
Race.
that. All that is heavily edited and people have secrets on that. So it's kind of like, maybe it's just because they don't like him. I don't like him either, but he's doing the exact same things the big corporate overlords do, just on a smaller scale. So,
And I think it's because, like, he's a YouTuber and you see him, so people trust him more, right? So, like, oh, he's not going to do these editing tricks to make you feel like, oh, this is going to be dishonest. And that's because he is a YouTuber and he set himself up as the nice guy, the super nice guy, the guy without a personality. And and all that came crashing down when Dogpack released his video, I worked for MrBeast, he's a fraud.
was that the guy that got his face all fucked up?
No. I don't, what is that?
The guy on the wrecking ball thing or whatever, he
No,
went in
no.
the water?
Oh what?
No,
Oh,
okay.
That guy, he's all like totally messed up.
Really?
That was the contestant.
Yeah.
Are you sure that was a contestant? I thought that was his friend.
Oh no! Yeah, that was okay. So that was for one of his videos. Yeah. I know who you're talking
yeah,
about.
that guy.
That was that Chandler? I think that was Chandler.
It was his close friend. He was on a thing over the water. He was
I
like,
remember
stop. He's like, no, spin it faster. And he
Oh,
just
shoot.
flew like into the water or whatever, and his face got all really like messed up.
Oh,
And
snap, yeah.
didn't he had something with his vision?
Yeah, I think he damaged his cornea.
Yeah, he was.
Oh damn! I
yeah.
only remember the one with David Dobrik, because he did the same to one of his friends, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, am I thinking of David Dobrik? Who am I thinking of?
I think it is. No, yeah, I think it is David Dobrik.
Oh, see,
I just saw a video on him that like because he's trying to make a comeback, and that
Yeah.
was one of the things.
Oh, I'm
I
thinking of
think it was
David Dobrik.
It was like
Okay,
his
So
barber
maybe
friend or
MrBeast
something.
isn't as bad as you think he is until today, right? Until you're gonna figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about these people.
Okay,
They all look the same to me.
so Dogpack released his video that he's a fraud because he accused Jimmy of lying about feastables because he had one version of the bar and another version, and the versions he shows, Dogpack shows, are the king size version versus a regular size Hershey's bar, and it said that the king size had more sugar in it than the Hershey's, when obviously that would be the case because it's much bigger. And but that was a little bit of misdirection from Dogpack. He accused him of lying about feastables. He accused him of running an illegal lottery during his live streams. He accused Jimmy of rigging his videos. He accused him of okay, so the way he was rigging the videos is because he had employees be on the video.
Yeah. Wait, was it where they're like live streaming and like signing merch and stuff?
That's one of them. So that's one of the things was that the live he's committing fraud because he says, "Oh, you're gonna get a shirt signed by me," and when someone says that, you see one of his team members signing the MrBeast signature.
Yeah, he was also mentioning a lot of stuff like if you buy a shirt in the next 5 minutes, we'll give you a computer or something, and like not even 3 minutes later, he'd be like, if you buy one in like the next 2 minutes, you'll win $1,000, and he just keeps throwing out just a bunch of stuff.
And the one part that he said was illegal is that it involved feastables. So it was like if you buy the it was encouraging people to buy the candy to get entries into the game. When in California, where or in most other states, you can't encourage people to buy for sweepstakes.
The no purchase necessary.
Yes, he didn't have that labeled anywhere. That all the streams was like, if you buy feastables, you get an entry. When on the website, you can just go and enter for free, and if you buy feastables, you can put another entry. But he never had labeled that anywhere, so that's why he considered it running an illegal lottery, and the fact that he had kids watching, the streams. He's encouraging kids to gamble, which is kind of Dogpack's claim. So that was one like legitimate crime that Jimmy was accused of because no other people could find evidence of him putting no purchase necessary until it was brought up. Then he started putting in the description no purchase necessary.
It's the same thing like Pepsi did.
Yeah.
Remember that with a guy who was promised a jet if you get so many Pepsi cans? They have like a documentary on it on Netflix. Yeah. He sued them and he fought hard. He wanted his like fighter jet because they said if you get so many cans in those codes or whatever, you could redeem it for
fighter jet.
Yeah. And he said nowhere in the commercial, the advertisements had said that this was, not real. And when the court and everything, he got this guy behind him that wanted to take them down. He basically gave him the finances and the resources. So, but they ended up losing. The judge said it was ridiculous and stupid, and no one would take this serious. And then he lost.
Oh, he lost.
He lost. But they did do another advertisement, if you saw recently, like maybe last year, saying you can actually win the jet.
I saw that.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, now they were like, remember this? They're like, now you could actually win it.
Wonder if that guy's banned from it.
See, and I wonder if it's because usually if it could have been because whatever was said in the commercial was probably played off as a joke, which is why the judge would take that. Because if they actually said we're for real and like they didn't play off as a joke, then he should have won. Yeah. But if in the commercial they're like, who knows? You can even win this jet. If they said it like that, then they're putting it off as a joke. Or maybe they did like the crash zooms, like you can win jets, and that can be seen as a joke. Whereas Jimmy didn't do that. Jimmy was like, "This is what you got to do to win." So his other sweepstakes after he kept putting it was like, "No purchase necessary, but if you want more entries, buy feastables bars." Another accusation was he was getting his fans to do free labor, which was that he would tweet out, "I go to the supermarket a lot, and I see all the candy displays are all messed up. If you guys see a Feastables display messed up, I want you guys to fix it
That's
and send a picture of me to me that you fixed our display, and we'll send you some free feastables.
Wow.
So they're like, he's getting his fans to do free labor, not only make his product look better. Oh, he also said he made some like slight remark that to mess up the other candy displays so they look messy and his looks nice.
Wow, sabotage. That's crazy.
That's actually smart to do, though.
That's an interesting
It
thing.
actually really is.
I don't know about messing up the other candies, but setting up your own display, that's an interesting idea. So there's that, and then so that was the first video. The second video was a lot more serious. So the second video, he had a comedian on named Jake Weddle, who worked for MrBeast as well for a few months, that he said he had to go to therapy after because they did one ultimate video called I Spent 50 Hours in a Maximum Security Prison. And Jimmy had bought out a maximum security prison in North Carolina, and he had everybody be treated like they were prisoners while they were in there. Jimmy himself was also included as being one of the guinea pigs. And all the guys pretty much survived it except for Jake Weddle. He finished the early, so they gave him the money that he was owed, but he was like severely damaged. Everybody said that he had like he had developed like a mental disorder during the time of the filming because like there was a sleep insomnia. They put him in the solitary confinement. They didn't feed them everything that they fed them like they do in prison. Right. And I guess he had a specific diet or something, and so it didn't work out for him. So he was like going through actual hell. So he left after that, but he still remained good friends with Jimmy until Dogpack reached out to talk to him because he had other secrets on Jimmy, which was that Jimmy had two people on his team. One was a man named Delaware, nicknamed Delaware, and he had the nickname Delaware because the story goes was that he was banned from Delaware. He was not allowed to go back to the state because he raped an 11-year-old.
Ooh. And who was this guy?
That's his name. I'm not sure what his real name is, but his name is Delaware. He appeared in one of Jimmy's videos only wearing a mask. And
that's not suspicious at all.
Yeah, why is this guy on MrBeast channel?
That was because
It's funny you mentioned Delaware. I know a guy named Mississippi Mike.
Well, maybe we need to have a wrestling match of Delaware versus Mississippi Mike. We have them wear masks.
Mississippi Mike.
And so
it's a long story. It's a long story.
Did he come from Mississippi at least?
He's from Cali.
Or he goes down south. Or is that what that is? He goes down south.
He goes down south.
He's
context.
He's around there. He's in Louisiana and stuff.
I see. Okay, so he is in the south.
Mike.
I don't know why they call him Mississippi Mike if he's in Louisiana. They should call him Louisiana Mike.
It's a long story.
Anyway, Delaware, he showed up in the video with only a mask on, and it was like an insane asylum video. And the story was they believed he did that so he wouldn't get caught because he has like a mugshot out for being arrested for raping an 11-year-old. And the second person was one of Dogpack's managers that he worked for. That was actually the firing of Dogpack was caught on audio. So it kind of starts to seem like it was a setup by MrBeast. But when I get into a little bit more to the story,
is there actually footage of this? Because I think I may have heard or seen this.
There is audio.
Oh, okay.
There's no footage, but there's audio.
Okay, I think I've heard of this.
I'm Roy. I'm our CEO. Part of my job is you're pushing back on everything that we're saying. So
Well, because you're trying to fire me, and I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO of this company. If I'm talking, don't interrupt me. And I'm telling you this is what's happening, and you're telling me that I'm wrong. I am not wrong. I've made the decision. Here, we will take care of.
I appreciate that. Can I please have a second chance?
It's not.
If I'm getting paid, just let me come in and let me try to be coachable. If Hoodie changes his mind, can I? And I've been trying to get to this point of working on MrBeast for a long time. I think there are other people at the company. If I were to switch departments, that would be very happy to have me. I don't care about the salary.
It's not. No. It's not going to happen.
Car, we are still going to reimburse you.
This is the original contract and the original NDA.
Where Dogpack is begging to keep his job, and the guy who's firing him, the manager, he lets him go. He's like, "Don't cut me off. I'm your manager. Don't speak over me while I'm telling you what is going on." Anyway, that guy, he also had a sex assault harassment claim put against him by the company. So when he hired this guy, he didn't have it until he worked for the company, and they didn't. They moved him from one department so he wouldn't work with the victim making the claim, but he was never fired.
It's like the Catholic Church. You just move them around.
Basically.
Keep them separate.
And that's why they think Dogpack got that info on him, because that was the guy who fired him. So Dogpack dug up this dirt that he was a sexual harasser, and put it in the video. And he once the victim left, they put him back in the same department all over again.
Oh wow.
And then he left. Eventually, he left the company, so he doesn't work for them anymore. But it's kind of shocking that Jimmy didn't fire him. But back to Delaware. So Delaware, he used to work at a Best Buy because he was Chris's manager at the Best Buy.
Oh, really?
When Jimmy was just starting up the channel. So if you look back in the old videos, Delaware does appear at the Best Buy when they go to Best Buy and they make their Best Buy videos. He appears in there with a name tag that says Delaware on it.
Oh, so you know who it is.
You know who it is. And
Wow.
those he's not wearing a mask. But when he
At
officially
Best Buy.
joins the team of MrBeast, he starts to wear the mask in the one video. Now, the guy, his brother's named Jake the Viking, and he came out to defend his brother, but he didn't do a very good job at defending his brother. So if I were to come out, if someone were to tell you, no matter that, I was accused, if someone's accusing me of raping an 11-year-old, what would be your response on Twitter?
On Twitter.
On Twitter.
Go straight to Twitter.
I mean, everyone's doing it.
What? Who is that a response?
You said
But
everyone's doing
I'd be like, you have to be specific. Everyone these days is a sexual accuser. So
it.
Okay,
It's common.
His
It's a common man's thing.
his arrest for lewd acts with a child is found. Like,
so he's a legitimate sex offender.
he's a legitimate sex offender.
He's not just
This happened.
No.
So he's
he was-
real. I
served
could
his
find him
time?
on Megan's
Yep.
list.
Yep.
Oh, and if you were saying if you were on there,
If
Yeah.
someone if this came out and you
If
were
he
like,
really did it.
did you do it in this scenario?
Did you actually
well,
do it?
in this scenario, I'm Delaware, so
So
I
you
have
did.
done it, yes.
But
Oh,
it was
I-
you though, as his brother, like
as your brother,
as
yeah,
you though.
as me, yes.
Did you do it?
That in the scenario, yeah.
You did do
I
it?
have to be Delaware, yeah. So this the scenario is that I did it, right?
He did
I,
it.
I could
know,
defend
man.
accusations, but I don't know about it.
I don't know, man. If you really did it, we're
Like
gonna
if there's
have
an
to-
accusation, I'm like, well, everyone's, but I don't know. You're kind of on your own there.
Would you say he looks like it? Don't answer that.
So,
Actually,
so the reason why I bring it up is because Jake the Viking, he said, yes, what my brother did in the past was wrong, but he's a good guy, and I still let him take care of my kids, and
Ooh. No, he wouldn't.
well,
You know he wouldn't. He's lying.
well, he says he would because he says the girl wasn't 11. He says she was 13, and it happened when his brother was 17. So he's like they were pretty close in age.
Pretty
They're
close.
both kids. So it was a long time ago. He made a mistake like other people do.
But what is a 17-year-old doing with a 13-year-old?
It's the South.
It's the South. It was my
I mean,
cousin.
yeah, in the South they do have laws like that. So
That's true.
Yeah, doesn't the
That
age
is
of
for. I mean,
consent
that's like
range?
for child marriage. This is for like actually being accused of rape. So I guess he just doesn't believe it was rape.
Isn't
He
the same
believes it's
thing?
Consensual.
but rape or statutory rape? Like there's they still count it as rape, but it's like consensual, but
Oh,
it's still
yeah.
like a
By the
crime.
statute. Yeah, I was actually claiming it's rape, but so I guess he was charged with both rape and statutory rape and lewd acts with a minor.
And incest, you said?
No, and statutory rape and
Oh,
indecent acts with a minor.
yeah. I wouldn't be able to defend you on that one.
Would you try?
Well, Jake.
I mean, yeah, I would try.
You would try to defend
I would
that.
try. I would try to defend
Oh
him.
wow! And he admitted to you that he did do it.
But if
What the hell?
but if they came to me straight directly like that, I wouldn't make a tweet. But if anyone would be, oh, your brother's a known rapist, I'd be like, okay, hold on now. let me break it down or something. It's not as bad as it
Break
seems.
down.
Like first,
Like justifying it?
no, making excuses for it. Like
Oh, making excuses.
like I would be like, okay, first, where was this for him?
First she was
This was
13.
in North Carolina.
Okay, I would be like, okay, first it's the Rust Belt.
Okay.
And I would just keep going down that line. I'll go, well, in the Bible, Moses had.
Oh, like, not the
So you go, well,
examples.
when Mary gave birth to Jesus, she was 14. So.
Really?
Oh, snap. I didn't know that. I didn't
That's
know that.
And I think with his Joseph was like 40.
Oh, snap. But that was like 2,000 years ago.
It's like times were different back then.
We were more savages back then. More civilized now.
You're calling the father and mother of the Lord and Savior savages?
No,
How
I'm
could
just
you?
saying they were for their time. Just
I'll-
as we are for ours.
I'll just say.
That's all I gotta say.
I'll just say they're wild for that.
So, wow.
Yeah, they're out.
So the reason why he came out is because he also works for MrBeast. So he felt like he had to defend his employer to keep his job, and that was the best he had. that was
terrible.
Yeah.
Should have just not done it.
Yeah, sure. It would have been better to say
not
nothing.
said anything.
Yeah.
Probably
He
just
didn't
made
say
it
no.
worse.
He didn't even say no. That whole line, he's like, yeah, he did it, but he was young.
It's
so
like that-
It's okay.
It's like Dr. Disrespect, and he did that awful apology. He goes, look, listen, it's been said before. Instead of denying it, he just said, no wrongdoing was done. So that's in the past. And people are like, wait, whoa.
Not only that, did you see his second response, which we did on the anniversary episode?
Oh, where he
did.
erased it and redid it and took out the word minor?
No, he says, I did that on purpose. I
Yeah.
did it on purpose because I wanted you journalists, you liberal journalists, to see the word minor specifically. Okay? Because I
Oh,
wanted you guys
man.
to do your due diligence and do your actual journalism, okay, which is what Twitch didn't do either. Okay? Listen, look. Twitch, they didn't look at the victim's state age of consent. Okay? So no laws were broken, no crime was
Well,
committed.
technically, no
I
laws
li-
are broken.
I like that's how you defend yourself. I like that.
Well, people were like, so he's saying it doesn't. So the lowest age this person could be is 16. So he is essentially confirming that he sexed with a 16-year-old, but he's saying he didn't commit a crime because in her state it was legal. But he lives in California.
That's what I was saying when everyone was saying, "Oh, you're defending a sex offender, Dr. Disrespect." I was like, "Okay, wait, hold on now. A couple of things. One, we don't know where it was. It could have been legal in whatever state they were. And two, they never said, did this person lie to him about their age or what? And did he stop when he found out, or did he keep going?"
Well,
Like-
from what he said, it sounds like he would say he stopped. It doesn't sound like he.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like he knew because he goes, "I know I made jokes that went too far."
Yeah.
He knew. And then what I would say is he's from California. So I don't know what that's like. You're committing a crime. Are you committing a crime here because you're sexting a minor in a state that's legal?
Right.
Is that a felony because it crosses state lines? Or what?
Damn. What if it was the other way? What if he was in that state and she was over here? Would it be legal for him?
Well, eventually he made it illegal because he flew her over here to go to.
Oh, that
go to
yeah.
VidCon with
No,
him.
that for real.
Apparently, he's already been investigated, and they said like how he said no wrongdoing was found. So apparently, there was some type of
No, it was no criminal investigation. It was Twitch's investigation.
Yeah.
So and they said because they settled.
Yeah.
They said they would
that's
settle
right.
on that. No party is guilty of anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing went on.
It
so
doesn't mean-
someone got paid though.
Just no one's getting blamed.
Everybody got paid.
Everybody got
Everybody
paid.
except
Oh,
Twitch.
that was the whole thing where it was in his contract about an insurance clause, right? That's what he
Yeah.
was saying that
Yeah.
that was the big dispute. They didn't want to pay him because they were
Mhm.
saying you violated our like good
Conduct.
conduct,
Yeah.
whatever, and we shouldn't cover for this. And he was like, no, I still want my money.
Yeah, and it turns out he got paid fully, paid in full,
Damn.
and went on that vacay.
And so they both just said, hey, you can't say that we destroyed your career because of what you did. And you acknowledge that you did something, but we're not gonna say it was wrong, but you did it. And also,
was wrong.
we're gonna pay you off, and you just never associate with us again. And we're not gonna say you did
That's
anything
it.
wrong.
Cut ties.
There's a lot of sex offenders these days, aren't there?
It's almost like a requirement now. You have to be one to be able to maybe even get a platform.
To be on the internet.
Yeah.
You've got to be some kind of weirdo with kids to be on the internet, I guess.
Yeah.
So that was Dog Pack's thing with Jimmy, and Jimmy says he didn't know. So the thing with Delaware is this crime was committed a long time ago, and Jimmy says he hired him because he didn't think of background checking this guy because he worked for Best Buy, And he figured at the time Best Buy was a bigger company than his like 1,000 subscriber YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, they wouldn't hire a sex offender, so I'll hire him. That's Jimmy's excuse for that. As far as everything else goes, there was another sub story where Jimmy paid this. It's assumed that Jimmy paid off this guy named Soggy Cereal, who did an investigation into Dogpack's videos to prove Dogpack did lie in a lot of his videos, but the interviews that he got seemed like a setup by MrBeast, because he paid for his flight there to North Carolina to Beast Studios to interview all his employees, and there was a claim made that Dogpack had called the chef's food, who makes the food for the employees there, terrible and garbage. So they called the chef. They said, "Oh, we're calling him right now. We don't know. Like, he doesn't know we're gonna do this. Let's just do this right now." So they call the chef, and the girl who calls him goes, "Oh, hey, I'm here with Soggy. Can you talk about Dawson? That's Dogpack's real name, Dawson." And a lot of people, another YouTuber named Harmful Opinions, kind of exploited it and said, "How could this be a spur of the moment thing?" When she answers the phone and says, "I'm here with Soggy," like he already knows what's going on. Plus, they gave Soggy Cereal exclusive audio to Dogpack's firing when it happened. And he went to try to do damage control for a streamer known as Chud Logic. And Chud is not the smartest guy, so he kind of bought everything Soggy told him. But another more critical thinking YouTuber named Harmful Opinions attacked Soggy a lot and criticized him for the way he just kind of took MrBeast at his word for everything. And that's kind of like where it stood, because Oompaville didn't push back on anything Jimmy said either, because Oompaville is not a debater and he's not a journalist. He's just kind of a YouTube. He's a weirdo on the internet. That was his YouTube crimes. There's also lastly, I think we'll finish with this. Did you see the video that I sent you a while back? MrBeast also launched his own cryptocurrency, or he joined a crypto program.
What was it?
It was him and a firm, right? And they joined this firm as a group project with other YouTubers that was launched. And eventually, it got rugged, like they all do. And the person who investigated that was someone who was worthy. It was Coffeezilla. Coffeezilla investigated him. And he provided Oompaville the questions for the crypto stuff. And that's when they got real tough for Jimmy. When Jimmy had to deflect, couldn't answer, because those questions were really hard by Coffee, because Coffee knows how to talk to people. And that part was the most entertaining, because that was the most where you see like Jimmy kind of squirm, kind of like deflect. He goes, "Well, it wasn't my project. It was the firm's project."
Yeah, he got really uneasy with all those
Coffee,
questions.
when he reacted to it, he goes, "But your name is on it." Because how can you deflect blame when you put your name on it? They put your face. They said it's MrBeast project. How could you say that it's not your project? Yeah, sure, you gave them the money, and maybe you didn't do anything with it. Maybe you didn't make your own decisions, because they called a guy named Gary V, and he was like, "Oh, you got to put all this money into it. It's gonna be the next biggest thing," and it rugged. Maybe you didn't make any actual moves, but you have to hold some responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, it's your whole brand over it.
It's their whole brand.
How could you not be associated with your own brand?
And say it's the firm, but your face is on it. You know,
Yeah,
it's the
exactly.
Firm. It's the firm. It's not the firm if it's your money. You know, it's not just the firm. Someone has to have. You're the one giving the money to somebody. So if they give the money to that person, maybe you're responsible for that person, right? Maybe you don't have good people around you.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into.
And before we close, there's one last story. So a few days ago, there was the MrBeast experience in Las Vegas. Did you hear about this?
MrBeast experience.
Yes, it's his latest scandal that everybody's talking about. So it was supposed to be like a 3-day vacation in Las Vegas at the Las Vegas Resort, where you got free merch, free feastables, and you got a tour around his studio.
This is sounding like Firefest. Is that what you're leaning towards?
It was exactly like Firefest. So people paid $1,000 to get there for their tickets, and they got merchandise that they said was supposed to be exclusive. It turns out it was merchandise that's being sold in the clearance section of their website. And it was they got one box of feastables in all of the rooms, regardless of how many people were actually staying in there. It was
Just one
it was
box.
just one box.
Oh. No.
And they didn't get no studio tour. It was just a 3-day stay at the hotel at the Hilton.
That's
Honestly,
crazy.
they deserve that fee. That's stupid to spend $1,000 for MrBeast.
Oh my god.
So Mr. Beast went out there and said, "Oh, it was the hotel's fault, but you know what? I'm gonna make it up to you, and I'm gonna invite everybody to come to North Carolina and see the Beast Studios there." So again, he threw the hotels under the because he sold his brand that experience at least to a promotion company, and they're the ones who set it up. He didn't have anything to do with it. So he's like, I'll just throw them under the bus again.
So kind of like his problem is just selling his image to whoever. It could be us. We'll give you money. He's like, go for it, and we just go, hey guys, and do something stupid like in an alley with homeless people, and he'd be like, oh, I didn't know they were gonna do that. I thought they were. I didn't know they were gonna piss on homeless people. I thought they were gonna give water.
I gave them $10,000. I didn't know they were gonna start a meth lab.
Yeah.
It's like,
So that's basically what he's doing. He's just giving his image to whoever, and he's not checking out.
and we should have saw it coming because that's what happened with Beast Burgers when he sold the idea of Beast Burgers to
Wait, what happened to
a
that?
ghost company kitchen. Well, this is what
Yeah.
happened. So he sold it, and then people were getting terrible burgers because this company was licensing out different kitchens all over whatever city that they were planted in. So there wasn't one
Yeah.
designated kitchen, and they didn't have one designated recipe. They would get different versions of the burger depending on what time you ordered it.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was horrible. And the quality of the burgers was terrible. So Mr. Beast sued to get his contract ended, and apparently, eventually they got it through. But then I guess they read some clause, and now they're suing him again to say, no, you know what? You breached our contract, and we're gonna go back to working with Mr. Beast Burgers. And so that's what he's going through right now. Right now, I guess they're still making Beast Burgers, but Mr. Beast's like, I can't get my name off it now because like I'm legally contractually obligated for it to just be on there.
Wow.
So that's what Jimmy is dealing with. So of all these things, because this episode is the adjudication of Mr. Beast of what you have heard, because I've been telling him about this episode for months. This is the first time you're hearing all these terrible things about Mr. Beast. What do you think of Mr. Beast? Is he guilty of what people call him, like an internet criminal, a terrible person? What do you think? What do you make of Jimmy Donaldson, who wants to run for president eventually?
Does he really?
Yeah, he said he wants to run for president, and he wants to buy TikTok.
I mean, well, you got raping 12-year-olds and scamming people. It sounds like, he's shooing for president.
He's perfect. He's perfect.
All these people already in the government.
He's got an awesome nickname, Mr. Beast. They call him, he's in a
Hey,
Beast
President
Russia,
Beast.
You know?
There you go.
We do President Beast. When is he running?
President Beast.
MAGA 2.0.
Mega 2.0.
He's got my vote.
Well,
Oh, man.
so he's not guilty of anything. You like this guy. You like him now. Now you see how,
No.
so scummy he is. You're like, I respect the hustle.
Dude, with how things are going, he'd probably get away with all this, like, another Beast games.
I mean, to a certain degree, you got to respect how he makes his money, but at the same time, he doesn't really seem he's like that.
Responsible?
Yeah. But, I don't like him. I mean, his candy bar so far is pretty good.
It's really good. Get another one. Get the almond one and the peanut butter one. Let's bring him over here. Jay, what's your verdict on Mr. Beast? Okay, so what is it? Would you say innocent or guilty?
I guess for the fuck of it, innocent.
For the fuck of it.
Jay, what do you think? You've been paying attention to Mr. Beast for a while since I brought it up. What do you think of him? What do you think of Jimmy Donaldson?
I think Mr. Beast has a clever strategy going on, throwing everybody under the bus. I mean, it's working out for him. The man is getting away with it. We could probably learn a thing or two.
Yeah, maybe we could.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I don't know. He might be.
You gotta respect
guilty.
You gotta respect
but yeah, so to some degree, there's some respect there.
So what you're saying is you can't convict him based on.
You can convict him, but there's still respect.
So he's guilty. You're saying he's guilty.
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet.
It's like
You have to decide. This is it. We're adjudicating
Right
this
It's like-
case right now.
It's like OJ. You know he did it, but there's not enough to say he did it.
But they say he was not guilty. So my question is he innocent or guilty?
Hey man, in my verdict, the man did it, but he can get away with it.
You're like I'm gonna say he's guilty, but there's no consequences for it.
I would say he's guilty too, but there's not enough to really say he's guilty, so I would say not guilty.
Okay, that's
He's
see,
doing
that's
it
a fair
so
assessment.
smooth
That's a
he can
fair
get away with it. You know, we're
Mhm.
okay
assessment.
with
He's so
it.
guilty. He can get away with
No,
it.
not so guilty. He's doing it like he's very strategically.
Very
You know, that
strategically.
it's
Got the
passable.
almond one, and you got the peanut butter one,
What
right?
is this? Peanut butter?
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good.
It kind of tastes like Reese's, but not as good. I don't like
What's
it.
that thing inside the Reese's? It is a peanut butter, right? Yeah, it's like a Reese's. Reese's is a little better.
You want to try the almond, Jake?
Yeah.
Almond. I think based on everything, I'm gonna do the thing that the FBI did with Hillary Clinton, and I'm gonna say he seems very irresponsible, and very reckless.
It makes you mildly nauseous.
Makes me mildly nauseous, but I don't think he's doing it with malicious intent.
You don't think?
Actually, I think that's the best way to put it. Yeah.
I think it's just a character. I think he puts on that character to not know what's going on.
He's just fucking stupid. That's what it is.
He's got that dummy suit on.
That's my verdict. Is that I wouldn't say he's guilty of being a terrible person. He just made very bad business decisions. He's very reckless and very irresponsible, and he trusts people too much. So with that, I would say he's not guilty. So we've got 2 not guilties and 1 guilty.
Yeah,
so,
man.
so I guess Mr. Donaldson walks free.
Mr. Don. We'll see.
These two are not as good as the cookies and cream.
I like the peanut butter one.
I
like
don't.
The almond.
I actually like all of them. Actually,
The almond is
Feastables
really
are pretty good. They're
I
not
think
bad.
it's my favorite.
You know, I'm gonna
Got
change it to guilty after these
Yeah,
candy
of course.
bars.
Yeah, of course.
This is the peanut butter. We'll try the peanut butter.
You don't have
let me-
allergy to nuts, right?
Let me try another one, the almond.
It's not bad.
These aren't that bad, but I think that's my favorite.
There you have
That
it.
one's the worst one.
I actually like this one. This one's the best one.
We can all
You wanna
say.
try this one?
I think we
This
can all
one
say
is almond.
that MrBeast probably can't be trusted with handling your business. That's why he needs to get professionals to do it for him. That's why he's hiring firms. But as far as him being a bad guy, it doesn't seem like he's a bad guy. So we
I
have
think he just kind of has to deal with all this, huh?
it's a 2-1 ruling. I'm glad it was 3 of us. So it's like there's a tiebreaker.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
has to be a tiebreaker. So Jimmy, if you see this, please send us $10,000. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that was.
You can sponsor us. Look
I
at
think
this.
I think after this he'll be so saying, no, I do not know those people. They cannot use my products.
Well, I mean, that guy Soggy Cyril had his a video. He had it was a critical video, and he put lol the only video not thoroughly fact checked, even though because the guy was attacking Dogpack, who was attacking MrBeast, but he didn't realize he was also confirming a lot of the things that the guy did criticize him about, which was the lottery, illegal lottery. He's like, yeah, it seems like Jimmy did run an illegal lottery on accident, but he did it. And then immediately when people pointed it out to Jimmy, he deleted the comment because he was like, it's true. This one's true.
Is he just taking advice from the wrong people?
Yep.
And then he's kind of has to deal with the consequences. Not until, and then his way of dealing is just throwing people under the bus.
I love Mr. Beast. Then
We all love
it
Mr.
cured
Beast.
my Asperger's.
Oh shit! I didn't even know you had Asperger's.
Unfortunately, that's what they tell me.
Well, everybody, thank you for watching today's show.
Sorry about that.
This was a fun one. I'm glad we did something different. I'm glad we got to talk about Jimmy Beast, Mr. Beastable, and eating
Yeah.
Feastables. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.
Peace out.
Mr.